What's up, Capstone family? This is Ed Drummond coming at you on this Friday, the 7th of October. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the week here in Phoenix in real estate. Definitely an interesting one. Again, we're playing this game of week to week. What does the next week going to look like? And this week ended on a positive note, which is great. I did get some very interesting feedback today. However, had an opportunity to go on my first home tour in the central Phoenix area, the north central home tour in quite a while. But got out there, got to mingle with some other real estate agents and brokers here in the Valley, and really got another interesting pulse on what they're seeing in the market, which is always interesting. Here at Capstone, of course, we kind of live in our own little island. We see rentals, we see the management, the leasing. We also see the sales. So getting other perspectives as to what they're seeing is always welcome. But again, doesn't deviate much from the numbers that we're seeing. General consensus is things are really taking a long time to sell, and sellers are getting to the point of overwhelm, which we're seeing in the numbers when it comes to properties that are expiring or going off the market. We're seeing a lot of that, and it's just the market that we're in. Hey, so a couple things. Had an awesome opportunity this week to connect with my trust advisor and friend Rob Hobkirk. He's with Brown and Hobkirk. We put together a Capstone Raw. I will share that one with you next week. He brought some great information, some good tidbits. If you've got a real estate property here in the Phoenix area as an investment property, and you don't have a family trust, definitely watch the video. I got some good takeaways from it, and I hope that you do as well. But again, I was blown away at some of the things that he had mentioned, and I hope that helps and brings you some value from that side. I do want to give a shout really quickly. My wife, I really appreciated her more than anything this week. She helped me level up in understanding of the bond market, how that ties into rates, and gave me a quick education on some really neat things that she's got going on. And that helped me a lot in seeing where we're going. Again, we can't predict everything, but maybe a little more hopeful than I'd been the week previous, knowing some of the things that I do now, or at least seeing it from where they're sitting. Also, we've got Capstone Contributes coming up on November 12th. If you haven't come out to Capstone Contributes in the past, please, we'd love to see you out there. Or if you have, come on out. It's going to be an amazing opportunity. Feel free to use the links below on our site to sign up, to donate, or if you have a company and you want to sponsor it, feel free to do so as well. Metrics I want to share today. So, got an interesting metric for you, and the last few weeks have been brutal on the sales side. We've seen a lot of just dropping off almost like a cliff for buyer demand. And of course, buyers are seeing interest rates shoot through the roof, and people are going like, where did the buyers go? Like, what's going on here? Looks like it might be changing just a little bit. The graph I'm about to show you does not speak to that. However, what we are seeing right here is listings under contract compared weekly. This was a similar trend that we saw at the same time last year. Look at this big drop. So right now we saw listings under contract drop from week 39 to week 40 by a pretty good drop there. Look at that, 800 houses. But we saw a similar drop last year, right? So is this seasonality? What does this look like? A lot of the properties that we saw on the North Central Tour today are condos or luxury properties, and the luxury properties and the condos tend to do pretty well in the winter months, because when people come into town for this year's Super Bowl, we've got Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction, we've got the Waste Management Open for golf. A lot of people with money are coming into town, and they realize in the best winter, the best season, hey, how can I pick up a place here? So we might see a good uptick for properties that are going to be under contract as the weather gets even nicer. This week it wasn't too hot. Next week it's going to get even better. So from here to the end of the year, we'll probably see a little bit of some consistency in home sales, hopefully. Let's see what happens. But if you look at those numbers, like this big drop was what we've been experiencing in under contract, and buyers just not out there doing it. And we saw, people going down little by little, fewer and fewer and fewer, and then all of a sudden it dropped. So definitely an interesting time. But I mean, let's see what happens. Next week's a new week, and we're hopeful. We did have a property that is coming soon, going on contract, that did get offers prior to going on market, and that's the first time that's happened in a long time. So hey, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens and what this market's going to provide us. Other than that, I hope this message finds you doing well. I hope to give you some new data next week. Go Cardinals this weekend. I hope to see a good win out of those guys, but I mean, they're playing the Eagles, so I don't know how realistic that is. But again, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you again next week.